played the Grammys with Pink this year. Anybody see it? Wasn't it phenomenal? Now, I played the Grammys before. This was special because there we are, the band, the singers. We are on the stage. Pink is not. Pink is 25 feet above the people in the front row. You know, the most expensive, the most successful people. And while we're doing this performance, I look out. You know who I see? It's Paul and Ringo from the Beatles are in the front row. And there's Pink, 25 feet above the stage, above these people, on 2 ropes, doing aerial ballet, singing live without a net. Hello? Would anybody else here do that? I know that I wouldn't. Phenomenal capability. And nothing is special about Pink is she refuses to ever have the vocals pre-recorded or lip sync. Even Michael Jackson in his heyday, because I had friends on those tours, even Michael Jackson, when the dance steps got particularly complex, he had the vocals pre-recorded, not Pink. So this gal had real clarity that she wanted to have a unique brand. She wanted to combine all the things that she is. So she had spent all those years, clocked all those years as a singer, growing up as a singer. She had been a gymnast when she was a kid. She had all those years as a gymnast. She had all those years as a songwriter. Together, that creates this brand called Pink. And nobody has been able to replicate what she does. At least not that I know about yet. Maybe the next generation will. Someone will, I'm sure. But because of this, she had never experienced any stage fright. I mean, I've done 3 tours. The first 2 tours, we talked about it. She's like, I never had any stage fright. And for the rest of us that are mere mortals, performance anxiety, almost everybody's experienced. I actually interviewed one other person, another woman, believe it or not, that said she never had experienced stage fright. Lucy Streeter, the gal that holds the world record, you're gonna love this, for high dive. Over 120 feet. So she climbs up, looks down, dives off, and has no fear. She says she just feels free like a bird. So if you have complete clarity of purpose and you've truly developed your capability, that is the real foundation for nerve breaker number 3, confidence.
Confidence. Success in your new skills leads you naturally to confidence.
I love Jimmy too. I think you guys are kind of smiling. I like that. Confidence, very simply, is the state of being certain. It's the simple and powerful result of having clarity, capability. That's why people like Pink, people like Lucy Streeter, and me usually, we have confidence because we've done the work. But I do want to address the thing I just talked about, that whole performance anxiety stage fright thing, which tends to be the biggest impediment to top performance, am I right? So what do mere mortals do? Well, I talked to Guy Fieri, celebrity chef, one of my interviewees. He said, you know, man, I like to feel a little nervous. Makes me feel like I'm giving my customers, my clients, the full value for their money. But then, as the interview continued and we got to know each other a little better, he says, dude, I gotta feel the fear. It keeps me acute. It keeps me aware of the consequences. So the reality is, the big secret about stage fright is, it's not about getting rid of it. It's about harnessing it, taming it, using it to your advantage. It's finding that really peak performance. That's the key. So I want to talk a little bit about Pink. So this last tour, anybody see the Truth About Love tour? Truth About Love tour. So we're having our pre-show ritual with Pink. We do the same thing every night. We go into her dressing room, we all hang out, kind of collect our energies, joke around, dance around, have some fun. We end it with a prayer circle, pow, we go to the stage and we rock. But this particular night, she's like all jittery. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, you guys, I'm nervous. I'm never nervous, and I don't know why. But the reality is, I know why. Because this particular star performer is a star singer. She's done all of her aerial performances. She writes her songs. But what she's doing that night that she's never done before is she's playing piano and singing, which is something that most people do. But she hadn't clocked the hours. So her anxiety was appropriate. That's the thing. Her anxiety was appropriate because there's no substitution for the capability. But how she handled it references what an amazing leader she really is. Because let's face it, she's going out in front of 18,000 people. That's a leader, right? That takes some guts. She's full disclosure. She tells them, you know, guys, my piano playing sucks. I might make a mistake. And if she makes a mistake, what happens? She's immediately bringing the audience on her side. She's getting them to resonate with her. She's getting rid of the sort of white elephant in the room, if you know what I mean. But many people, a greater fear than death for these people is getting in front of other people, doing a performance, a presentation, a speech. So Seinfeld actually did a little shtick on this. He goes, so you mean to tell me if I go to a funeral, that means that more people would rather be the guy in the box than the guy giving the eulogy? It's true. People see themselves in you. They want you to do well. They want you to be successful. And they're not analyzing your mistakes. So much of the stage fright is because people think that everybody notices our mistakes. Guess what? People don't, because they see themselves in you. If you make a mistake once, it's a mistake. Make a mistake twice, it's jazz.